So it finally happened. Endgames are officially a buy now in my team, and as you know, 2K has been releasing these guaranteed endgame player packs, and you gotta let me know down below in the comments if you could have any endgame in my team, who would it be? Would it be Kobe? Would it be Giannis? Maybe Kareem? Maybe somebody else? Let me know down below in the comments, and like the video right now if you want to get yourself your own endgame in my team. And I don't think I need to tell you this, but I'm just gonna remind you, do not buy these, by the way. 200,000 VC is $50 at this point. Like, for example, this one has Luka, D-Rob, Paul George, not worth it. This one does have Shaq, Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, definitely not worth it. You got yourself Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan. I mean, if you're the biggest fan of Kobe and LeBron, then, you know, still don't buy it though. 200,000 VC is crazy. This one right here does have Kareem, Magic, Larry Bird. Definitely don't buy that one. And then this one does have Giannis, which if you guys saw the gameplay that I did, he definitely is the best end game. There's also Bobo, Dirk, and also Jokic. This one, I mean, is borderline. Like, if you're a big baller, then it's up to you. You know what I mean? But if I were you, I would definitely not buy these, just because 200,000 VC at this point is definitely not worth it, especially with how much end games are going for. And like I said, they're officially a buy now. And I gotta show you guys what happened. So basically, I ended up getting on my team like I usually do, and I'm checking exactly what 2K ended up adding. And I do want to show you guys the new free Dark Matter, because we gotta talk about it too. Take a look at this. 2K ended up adding a guaranteed Dark Matter holographic Kyle Korver. Like, really? Like really? At this point, you know, with end games being buy nows, let's get an invincible, let's get an end game for the daily Dark Matters. You do have to go out there and make 8 3-pointers with the player if you do want to get him. You do end up getting a sharpshooter award packet, so that's available right there. You do also have to grade 10 cards in order to unlock him. You end up getting 10 tokens, which, you know, kind of wish I could use those in the token market too, okay? And so right here, if you guys do want to get Korver, he is the new free Dark Matter, and I gotta show you guys exactly what I mean with the end games. And so right here, I ended up going into the auction house, and I ended up searching the end games, because I was also curious to see how much they were going for, because eventually they're gonna be buy nows, eventually they're gonna get cheaper and cheaper. But today is officially the first day that end games are officially a buy now in the market, and let me show you guys what I mean. 1, 2, and 3. Look at this right here. You can now find end games in the market for 100,000 MT or cheaper, and this is the first time in 2K23 that we are seeing end games, you know, stay at 100,000 MT or cheaper. Obviously, you can always find something cheaper, and so there's definitely still going to be some end games that have more value. For example, Giannis is still, you know, more expensive than 100,000 MT, but this is the beginning of the end when it comes to end games being even cheaper and stuff like that. But you guys can see right here, though, end games you can now buy for 100,000, maybe even cheaper. I do want to see, though, what's the cheapest of the cheapest, because we're cheap out here, you know, cheap story. We're trying to get the best deal possible. But you guys saw, though, they are staking at 100K. And there we go, 99.5. That man is brave right there. He graded it as an 8. Ew, that's an ugly number right there. And then obviously, what about 99,950? No, so people are literally just thinking at 100K. Even though as more people are seeing this, people are going to start, you know, once they don't sell, they're going to put them cheaper, and then cheaper, and then cheaper, and it's just going to snowball. It's going to keep snowballing, and then other players are going to become buy now, and then the other end games you're going to be able to afford, and it's going to get crazy in the auction house too. I do want to see somebody like Giannis. How much is he still going for? Let's take a look right here. One of the best ones, like I said. Ended up doing a crazy squad builder with him. Yeah, he's actually, oh wow, there's actually not that many in the auction house when it comes to Giannis. And so Giannis right here, you know, still pretty expensive. I do want to see somebody like Kobe, though. Let's take a look at my boy Kobe Bean. I'm assuming with him, he was definitely under 200K. He's 175. Look at my boy out here still having some value, even though now that end games are a buy now, you know, the Kobe's, the Giannis, the LeBrons, they're going to keep getting cheaper too. Speaking of LeBron, I do want to take a look. How much are you going for, buddy? The first day that end games are buy nows, LeBron is still over 200K. Okay. I do want to see somebody that definitely was borderline a buy now, you know, 110, 120. Somebody like Luka, let's see. Yeah, Luka's like 100. Really wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Luka for 100. And so Luka right here, there's definitely a lot more than the other players. Man, there's a lot of Lukas. And so Luka definitely probably going to be the next buy now player. I do want to see somebody like Michael Jordan, the GOAT himself out here. MJ, let's take a look. There's definitely a lot of end games at this point. Yeah, Michael Jordan too right here, 100K bid. This one does have 136. And so by the looks of it, Michael Jordan still kind of up there too. I guess nobody wants to bid on this one since, you know, he got an 8 out of 10 when it comes to grading it. I do want to see somebody like Magic Johnson, though. We all know he's always positive out here. Magical Johnson. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you can get get Magic for 110, 120, definitely pick him up, bro. That's a 6-9 point god with max Hall of Fame badges, max stats, maxed everything. So that's Magic right there. Actually, we can just look Endgames and then do just this right here. Let's see what we got. So Paul George right here, 160. Tatum, 160. These are about to end. Yeah, they expired at 160. David Robinson for 130. No way. Yo, Jimmy Butler definitely going to be the next buyout player, too. You can just tell by some of these cards right here. Yeah, Luka 102. Do they even get bids? Let's see. They got like 8 seconds left. That Tatum definitely ended at 160. Yeah, they might not even go above 110. So this is just going to keep snowballing. And yeah, look at that. Jimmy Butler, I think, got like 1 bid, so like 100 and 500. Luka did end up getting another bid right here, 132. And so Luka kind of barely holding on, even though I'm pretty sure the other one, it expired at like 110. Did you guys see that? So I guess somebody just bid 130. Sometimes people just outbid each other, you know what I mean? Kareem right here, 196. Dirk right here, 164. You know, these still have a little bit more time, so they could definitely go for more. Oh, Tim Duncan. I feel like Tim Duncan might become a buy now. Same with Paolo right here. I'm actually surprised that Paolo was not the first buy now player when it comes to Endgames. And I guess it does kind of make sense though, since, you know, J.R. Smith and Dwayne Wade are not the tallest players, even though Paolo's definitely not like the tallest player out there, but he still has some size out there, you know what I mean? And so Paolo right here, definitely a lot more in the auction house as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he does become a buy now very soon too though. And I do also want to see how much is Bobo going for. So Dwayne Wade we know is a buy now, Dirk 160, Kareem about 200, JR is a buy now, Tatum's about 150, 160, Paolo is about 100k basically, D-Rob 130, Tim Duncan definitely going to be there, you know, at the 100k range, LeBron about 200 plus. We got ourselves Larry Bird. Larry Bird probably going to be a buy now very soon too. David Robinson right there we saw already. Paul George has a 150k bid right now. And KD still being 200k definitely does make sense because he's a 6'10 shooting guard. You know, definitely taller than most of the end games we have right now. Will Chamberlain just came out 137. Wow. I definitely spent way more trying to get him. Uh-oh, I made a mistake right there. We got Jokic at 150. Giannis, again, still pretty expensive. Definitely the most expensive endgame right now. Is there any Bobos in the markets? There he is, 300. Oh, Mr. Bobo out here. And then, of course, Magic, Wilt, Shaq. Shaq is still about 200k. That's actually kind of crazy because his Invincible is about the same range, and you could argue the Invincible definitely is better, and he has the event right now going on with the Takeover event, and you better be taking advantage of that event too. And also let me know, how many end games do you currently have right now in the game? And also, by the way, don't forget that 2K is still releasing more end games, and so at the moment, you know, with JR being a buy now, Dwayne Wade, other players, you know, slowly becoming buy nows too, as soon as they, you know, release somebody that 2K just wants to make the best of the best, somebody like a Giannis, like a Bobo, you know the prices are gonna drop even more. And I mean, you guys can see it right here. I am showing you proof that end games are officially a buy now in my team, and this is just the beginning of the end. Once again, it's just gonna keep snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. And I'm telling you right now, you want to make sure that you're big brain, okay? Do not go out there and waste your VC or your MT trying to get these players from these packs. You know, definitely don't spend your money on these packs either. And I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with everything else. But for now though, I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you guys do want to see more videos, check out the squad builder I did, check out the pack opening, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.